Monday, January 6th, 2025. And happy 4-year anniversary to this little channel. uh, I think I didn't, I think I started the videos when Meghan McCain came back to work, and it was, I think, the 4th of January of 2021. So on her, what, third day back, um, there was a terrorist mob attacked the Capitol to stop the certification of the election from 2020. Um, and I believe it was on her second day back that Joy Behar said she didn't miss her, which Megan has subsequently said is the thing that made her decide to quit. But go to hell. Uh, she's such a dum dum. It's also the 4-year anniversary of the terrorist attack on the Capitol by domestic terrorists. Uh, uh, um, and here we are, the woman who should have her certification happening today had to do the certification for the guy who somehow beat her in the election. I know that election denying isn't a thing for our side, but I still have questions about how he won all those swing states that just happened to use Starlink. That's Elon Musk's company to upload counts. Like, I don't fully believe that this was a free and fair election, but I guess that's the narrative we're going with. Um, and uh, Today on The View, they discussed this, and um, Amy Alyssa Farrah Fowler Griffin was all smiles, so proud of herself for saying, I called it. They were both too old, that Joe didn't give her enough time, that this is a failure of the Democrats, that we are going to that we're going to swear in Donald Trump. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. This is not a failure of the Democrats. The Republicans nominated a rapist, bigoted felon. The Republicans then elected a rapist, bigoted felon. So this isn't a failure of the Democrats. This is fully 100% the fault of the 75 million people that chose bigotry and bullying over anything, let alone a competent, intelligent, capable, experienced, ready woman of color. Don't fucking tell me this is the Democrats' fault. And he didn't even win a majority of the votes. When you count them all up, between her and the other candidates that were on the ballot, there were three others, depending on what state you were in. He didn't even win 50% of the votes. So I think it's like 49.8, and it's pretty close. But there's no fucking mandate. And I would just, those protest voters in Michigan, the one issue voters that wouldn't vote for her because of Gaza and Palestine, who never bothered to question what he would do and how his actions may impact the people of Palestine, because I guarantee you by the end of January they will be wiped out. And they put the onus on her, and they put her to blame for everything, and withheld their vote from her, causing her to lose Michigan. I don't know what the fuck happened in Pennsylvania, but they're on my shit list. So we have this anniversary, and they all went around the table and talking about um, you know that sort of act of aggression. It made us look like a third world country. It certainly did not make us look like a functioning democracy. And the fact that we are going to put him back into office further makes us look less like a functioning democracy. It is definitely an oligarchy, a kleptocracy, um, a clown show, a flibberty gibbet, a will o' the wisp, a clown. Oh, how do you solve a problem like the Donald? Anyway, I don't have anything, you know, monumental to add to this. I feel like it's just kind of a sad day. Um, there was one moment that was particularly telling. A Republican senator or representative from Nebraska, a woman, her husband held the Bible that she put her little hand on so that Kamala could swear her in, and he would not acknowledge Kamala Harris, look her in the eye, and refuse to shake her hand. If that doesn't scream racist motherfucker, I don't know what does. But she was, of course, was gracious. She just took her hand back and, okay, smiled it away, because she's an adult. Um, Trump is still uh, tweeting or truthing about annexing Canada, which is never going to happen because Justin Trudeau stepped down as leader. He will remain prime minister, but it will not be the leader of the party until they replace that. So that stinks. And I feel like he got swept up in the whole worldwide we're tired of the incumbents thing. There was a lot of complaint that he's been there too long and he's out of touch, but he's not like there wasn't a lot of, you know, policy problems from what I can gather just looking at Canadian press and talking to my Canadian friends. Um, so that's a bummer. I'll miss his beautiful hair. And he seemed uh, pretty strong to understand how to deal with Trump. He's done it before, and they are on the verge of a conservative government, so that stinks. And yes, there is one thing that I will agree with Amy Alyssa Farrah Griffin on is that last night at the Golden Globes, Demi Moore gave a pretty powerhouse speech. That movie, The Substance, is completely fucked up, very bizarre, not what I was expecting. But she is awesome in it. It's not a comedy either or a musical, so I don't know why it was in that category. Um, because it was fucked up. Have I said that already? Although Dennis Quaid seemed to be acting in a completely different film from the rest of them. He's a dick anyway. Who cares, Reagan lover? Um, anyway, yeah, and I thought Nikki Glazer did a fantastic job as host. Um, can't believe that's the first time a female has hosted on her own of that program, but uh, you know, it's only 2025. We aren't yet with it.